fireworks replacing artillery fire in the skies over Palestinian territory. As the truce kicked in, thousands took to the streets of Gaza, celebrating a reprieve after 11 deadly days. The ceasefire proposed by Egypt, accepted by Hamas, and then Israel succumbing to international pressure to stop the bloodshed.
In my conversation with President Netanyahu, I commended him for the decision to bring the current hostilities to a close.
The US president claiming credit for the breakthrough.
You know, we've held intensive high-level discussions, hour by hour, literally.
Pledging to work with the United Nations and the Palestinian Authority, not Hamas militants, to rebuild Gaza, where homes and infrastructure have been decimated by airstrikes. And the human toll is staggering, the conflict claiming more than 230 Palestinian lives, including 65 children. On the Israeli side, 12 people have been killed.
No idea. You're a bunch of terrorists. You're terrorists. Shoot. Get on the sidewalk.
Russia's most advanced long-range surface-to-air missile defense system will arrive in India by end of this year. News agency Interfax has quoted Russian state arms exporter Rosoboronexport saying that Russia will start supplying its S-400 surface-to-air missile systems to India in the fourth quarter. India has signed a $5 billion deal for S-400 missiles in October 2018 with Russia to buy 5 units of the S-400 air defense missile systems. In 2019, India made the first tranche of payment of around $800 million to Russia for the missile systems. The first deliveries of the missile systems will take place in October to December this year.
The Russian president has warned that those who attack the country will have their teeth knocked out. Vladimir Putin was speaking at a government meeting when he made the comment, saying Russia's enemies were looking to clip its wings every time the nation grew stronger. He didn't name the country's adversaries explicitly, but it comes at a time of difficult relations with the West.
Everyone wants to bite us somewhere, or to bite off something from us. But those who are going to do it, should know that we will knock their teeth out so that they can't bite. It's obvious. And the key to this is the development of our armed forces. But I'd like to stress once again that we are not going the way of militarizing our economy.
Spain is accusing Morocco of creating a migrant crisis in the Spanish territory of Ceuta. 8,000 migrants entered the territory from Morocco this week, and most of them, about 6,500, have since been sent back. Madrid claims that Rabat did nothing to prevent the migrants from making the trip. On Thursday, the body of a second migrant was pulled from the water.
Unfortunately, the migration crisis did claim another life, unfortunately. Yesterday, shortly after 6 p.m., the Spanish Coast Guard spotted what appeared to be a body floating in the water off the coast just a few hundred meters from the now infamous border crossing between Spain and Morocco. This is the second death here this week. On Monday, another young man drowned while trying to make his way into the water and across the border amid that initial influx of migrants on Monday.
The party of Myanmar's deposed leader Aung San Suu Kyi is set to be dissolved. Local news outlet Myanmar Now reported the news on Friday. It said the junta-appointed election commission made the decision against Suu Kyi's National League for Democracy over what it said was fraud in a November election. Myanmar Now said the decision was made during a meeting with political parties that was boycotted by many parties, including the NLD. A spokesman for the junta did not immediately respond to requests for comment. A spokesman for a pro-democracy national unity government, which opposes the military, also did not respond to requests for comment, though it said it had representatives at the meeting. Myanmar's military took power at the start of February.
Leaders of 20 major industrial and emerging countries are holding a health summit aimed at boosting access to coronavirus vaccines. They're expected to recommend more voluntary licensing of vaccine production. Currently, it's only these companies and their partners that are allowed to make the jabs. It's a fundamental principle of intellectual property law. But critics say it's costing lives. South Africa and India have led calls for patents to be open up to others. More than 100 countries, including the US, agree. But Germany rejects the proposal. So what are the arguments for and against? Well, backers say suspending patents would save lives and help economies reopen. They say pharma companies have benefited from government investment, but critics say it could compromise the quality of vaccines and hinder innovation.
Fixing the blame for air pollution is not easy. Multiple generations have contributed to it, so have neighboring countries. But in Indonesia, the people are clear about who is responsible: their government. A court in Jakarta is hearing a lawsuit against the Indonesian president and his ministers, and it accuses them of ignoring air pollution and its health impacts.
Jakarta, below this layer of haze and smoke, is a suffocating capital. There are people everywhere, run-down apartments at every corner, and traffic, lots of traffic. For residents here, masks are a pre-pandemic thing. Their shield against asthma, heart disease and stroke. What about children? They are born into this toxic air. For them, diseases and allergies are never far away.